How's it going, you guys? So, as many of y'all who have been following me for quite some time know, I have been following a ketogenic diet for the past 2 to 3 months and 100% strictly since about 2 months ago, for about 2 months. And I've experienced some amazing results. Not only has my mind and my cognition become far sharper, my mood is so much calmer. I feel so much more relaxed. My train of thought is much more focused and relaxed. My sleep is much deeper. I no longer need supplements to help me sleep. My strength in the gym has been going up every single workout. And my joints don't ache at all. I used to always have aching shoulders after the bench press, and I'd be sore all the time. And interestingly enough, I'm hardly ever sore anymore. And I just feel amazing. Not to mention, I dropped 15 pounds in the first 2 weeks, and I managed to keep that off ever since. Even though I've been eating more calories, I've been eating 1,000 more calories than before, and I've been working out far less than when I used to eat carbohydrates. So somehow, like, my body has become more efficient at burning body fat, it seems, to me at least. And if it was just water weight, then the weight would have came back by now, but it has not. Not to mention, I have no symptoms of water loss. And I don't even eat more sodium anymore. Anyway, I am beginning a paleo diet experiment in the next 2 days, okay? So I went 2 months strictly keto, and I did a month of carnivore before that. And now I'm going to, or at least I'm planning to, stick to a strict paleo diet for 2 months. And I'm talking about the original paleo diet, the one that is completely supported by the mainstream scientific literature. Because keto has a lot of science backing it, but it's not it's not in line with like mainstream science, as in the saturated fat and these things. It's a very anti-status quo style of eating, because the status quo believes that saturated fat is bad for you. And I've experienced amazing results on a keto diet. So even eating no fiber. So I was basically been doing largely carnivore with a little bit of fruits, with a little bit of vegetables here and there, and some avocados and things. Anyway, the paleo diet, Lauren Cordain's paleo diet, the original paleo diet, backed by hundreds and hundreds of randomized controlled trials and meta-analysis. It's a very heavily science-based approach. Okay, and it's all about achieving nutritional adequacy. A lot of people have never read the book, and they just criticize it without understanding what it is. But essentially, it is very low in saturated fats. Okay, it's below 30 grams of saturated fat per day, but very high in monounsaturated fats, such as olive oil, avocados, and some fats in walnuts and whatnot. Okay, very high in monounsaturated, very low in saturated, and it's very low in omega-6, and the goal is to keep omega-3 as high as possible. So it's based on consuming high amounts of healthy fats that have been scientifically shown to improve blood lipids, the markers of cholesterol markers in the blood, and also achieving all of your daily recommended intakes of vitamins and minerals. So they recommend a high intake of fruits and vegetables, mainly because that's where a lot of vitamins and minerals come from, and to help balance out calcium loss that some scientific literature claim is a result of foods like meat, grains, legumes, and dairy. Now, again, this is completely the opposite of what I was doing on a keto diet, on a carnivore diet especially. The only similarity is that he recommends you eat a large amount of animal flesh. He's completely against dairy and tubers as well, but he's 100% for lean animal protein, um, healthy fats, but not saturated. He does not view saturated fats as a healthy fat, besides coconut oil, but he hasn't really talked too much about that in the book. And lots of fruits and vegetables. So it's all about healthy fats, lower your saturated fats, high lean animal proteins, high intake of fruits and vegetables, high nutrient intakes, getting your daily fiber intake, getting your daily vitamin C and vitamin B6 and B1 and all the vitamins and minerals, and then avoiding the main plant foods that cause digestive illnesses and all sorts of autoimmune disorders. You know, obviously grains, tubers, and I actually I don't have problems with tubers, but avoiding legumes and wheat and corn and these things, okay? So it follows a lot of the similar principles as a carnivore diet, you know, removing foods that trigger autoimmune symptoms, right? Because that's the big thing about the paleo diet. It's not necessarily, it's mainly aimed towards health, not about fat loss and body composition, even though that is a result of a paleo diet, you know, but it's mainly about healing autoimmune disorders and achieving optimal nutrient intake. So again, I'm well aware of the fact that humans don't seem to need plant foods in their diet to survive for, 50 years or more. But I am very curious about what type of results I can get on a diet that is still high in animal protein, because that seemed to be a huge improvement. Was adding 1 gram per pound of body weight minimum of animal protein in my diet. Big game changer there. But I'm wondering, if I lower the saturated fats and raise the fruits in particular, but also the vegetables in my diet, I'm wondering how that would affect me. And I know a lot of people, and I've done a paleo diet before and experienced great results. So I'm gonna see how that is. Here's the thing. I'm kind of scared because running on a ketogenic diet, I felt amazing. Like I feel great right now. I don't know how I'm supposed to transition into a higher carbohydrate diet from fruits, with fruits from a ketogenic diet. I feel like there might be a week of me feeling like crap, and I'm kind of scared that I'll have blood sugar problems, but we will see. The other thing is I'm going to be tracking data. So I've been tracking data. I have been trying to get a blood lipid panel done, a comprehensive health panel for keto. For all my blood markers, I want to get them done on keto before I end this. But I've been having trouble trying to find a lab that will take my insurance without a doctor's referral. It's been a bitch trying to get this thing going. And then I was going to get blood panels done at the end of the 2 months on paleo, and that would be great. But blood tests are very hard to get unless I want to pay $100, which I might do that. I don't know yet. I can't guarantee that. But I have a Fitbit. I've been tracking my sleep, my calories, my heart rate variability, and I track all of my workouts, my strength, my endurance. I ran a mile in 7 minutes and 45 seconds on keto without even training for running, which is pretty intense, pretty good. And then I'm going to track my endurance on paleo, and I log my mood, my sleep, I log everything. And so I'm going to compare my data from keto with my data on paleo, and I will make a video about this in the future. So leave your questions down below. If there's anything you want to know about my experiments, or if you're interested in anything, let me know. Let me know what you want to hear about this, and I will make a video about it if it's great. So let me know, subscribe, and I'll talk to you on the next video.